The search for Mr. Perfect. Sophia had always believed in love at first sight, but somehow every time she met someone new, something was just off. Whether it was their taste in music, the way they chewed their food, or even the way they laughed, something always made her look for someone else. She had a long list of ideal qualities, but none of the men she met seemed to check every box. Sophia standing at a coffee shop with a man, looking bored as he talks, while she glances longingly out the window. The first change, Sophia's first boyfriend, Alex, was tall, handsome, and charming. He always remembered her favorite flowers and loved hiking. But as time went on, Sophia began to feel restless. Alex wasn't into the arts the way she was. She thought to herself, I really want someone who appreciates museums as much as I do. One evening, after a minor disagreement about going to a concert, Sophia broke up with Alex. She wanted someone more cultured. Sophia and Alex sitting at a cafe looking distant from each other as she stares at the menu with a frown. The second change. Next came Brian, a passionate musician. Sophia loved his creativity, his passion for music, and the way his fingers danced over the piano keys. They spent hours talking about their favorite songs and bands, and it felt like magic. But then, one day, Brian wanted to take her on a weekend trip, and Sophia realized something. He wasn't as into fashion as she was. His worn-out jeans and messy hair weren't the image of the sophisticated boyfriend she had envisioned. I think we want different things, Sophia told him, breaking his heart. She couldn't see herself with someone who didn't care about style. Sophia holding Brian's guitar in her hands, looking at it with a slight frown while he sits on the couch looking upset. The third change, Sophia's next boyfriend, James, was a business professional with a sharp suit and a briefcase. He was punctual, reliable, and always planned the best dinners. But soon, Sophia began to feel something was missing. James didn't like to stay out late. He preferred quiet evenings at home. Sophia, on the other hand, loved spontaneous adventures and late-night walks under the stars. I need someone who can keep up with my energy, Sophia said, ending things once again. Sophia sitting across from James in a fancy restaurant, her smile fading as she gazes out the window at a bustling city street. The fourth change. Sophia's latest boyfriend was Chris, a charming entrepreneur who could talk about anything under the sun. He was funny, smart, and full of life. He seemed perfect until she realized he didn't like cats. Sophia had always had a soft spot for her cat, Mr. Whiskers, and she couldn't imagine being with someone who wasn't fond of animals. I can't do this, she thought. I need someone who loves pets. And so Chris was out too. Sophia holding Mr. Whiskers, smiling as she looks at him, while Chris sits across from her looking uncomfortable. The reflection. After her fourth breakup in as many months, Sophia began to feel tired. Each new boyfriend had seemed like the perfect match at first, but they never quite lived up to her ever-growing list of expectations. She sat alone in her apartment one evening, looking at the empty seat across the table where she once sat with someone else, wondering what went wrong. What am I really looking for? She thought. Am I chasing something that doesn't even exist? Sophia sitting at a table in her apartment, staring at a half-empty cup of coffee, her face thoughtful and uncertain. The realization. Sophia realized that she had been so focused on finding the perfect person, she had never stopped to ask herself if she was really being true to herself. She had tried to fit everyone into an idea of who she thought they should be, but maybe that wasn't the key to a real relationship. Perhaps the secret was to find someone who didn't have to be perfect, but someone who was right for her, flaws and all. Sophia knew that she had to change her mindset if she wanted to find the love she truly desired. Sophia looking at a photo of her past boyfriends, her expressions softening as she realizes the lesson. The change within. The next time Sophia met someone, his name was Mark. He was different. He wasn't the most stylish or the most adventurous, but there was something about his honesty, his kindness, and the way he made her laugh. They didn't agree on everything, but that was okay. They were able to learn from each other and grow together. Sophia learned that no one could be everything she wanted, but maybe that was the beauty of love. It's about finding someone who fits with you, even when they aren't perfect. Sophia and Mark sitting in a park, laughing together as the sun sets, both of them feeling at ease. The new beginning. Sophia realized that love wasn't about changing people. It was about accepting them as they were, even with their quirks and imperfections. She wasn't looking for the perfect match anymore. She was looking for someone who made her feel understood, someone who could walk beside her on the unpredictable journey of life. Sophia was ready for a love that was real. Sophia and Mark walking hand in hand, their silhouettes against the warm glow of the sunset, looking content and happy. Epilogue. The lesson learned. Sophia's heart had changed, and so had her perspective on love. She learned that the search for perfection often blinds us to the beauty of imperfection. True love, she discovered, was about finding someone whose imperfections felt just right. Sophia standing alone, smiling softly, as she looks at a photo of her and Mark, feeling content with the journey ahead. The end